Hey guys, it's Jess and welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all been having a very happy and productive week, and hopefully you're a little bit warmer than where I am because it is freezing in Melbourne right now, and it's just me and my little bunny hot water bottle. Now today's video is inspired by my YouTube friend Rachel. If you haven't checked out her channel, I'll link it down below. It's Rachel Lee A, and she recently filmed a mindful morning routine. Now you guys know that I'm really into my yoga and my meditation and living a well-balanced life, so I thought that I would have a go at it and film for you guys my mindful morning routine as well. Now to me, mindfulness is all about being present and tapping into your current situation, just being aware of your environment, your bodily sensations, focusing on the tasks you're doing at that time, not thinking about what was or what will be. All we really have is the present moment. And you might just want to take one or two of these things and integrate them into your morning routine, or you might have a lot more free time on your hands during the weekend, so you might want to add a few others as well. But I really think all of these different things that I try and do when I'm being mindful in the morning and I start my day off a little bit slower than I typically have been in the past, that it really does help me to get into the right mindset, and it really does influence how I go about the rest of my day. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get on into it. So lately I've been trying to wake up at the same time every morning. I set my alarm for around 7 AM. I really like to wake up just that little bit earlier because it does give me some extra time in the morning just to do these little exercises and make sure that I'm allowing myself some quiet time in the morning just so that I can ease into the day gradually. So first thing I'll do is make sure to get up and turn off my alarm. I don't keep my phone in my room, as I've mentioned in a previous morning routine video. I just find that it helps me to get a better night's sleep, and I'm not going to be scrolling through social media till the wee hours of the night. Then I like to head over to the couch and get comfy. This is my favourite spot over here. You'll always find me in this corner. I feel like it's just a habit, and now every time I sit on the couch, it's like I've dubbed that my spot. Of course, Adam is allowed to sit there, but you know, this is my spot first thing in the morning. So I like to sit by the windowsill, and I'll usually rug up with a blanket because it's pretty cold in Melbourne at the moment. And I like to take around 10 minutes just to focus on my breath, and I'll close my eyes and do some meditation. Some mornings I'll actually put my legs up the wall because I really find that to be very calming as well. But today I'm just sitting cross-legged on the couch, wrapped up in my blanket burrito and doing some breathing. Then something that helps me to ease into my day and be more mindful and present is to make a cup of tea. And of course you guys know I am a massive tea drinker. So I'm just pouring myself a cup of tea, and then I like to go and sit back at my spot on the couch. And I find that when I have a cup of tea, I'm just really immersed in that one action. Now I think it's a combination between the fact that it's very tactile and you're feeling the heat between your palms, and also the action of taking frequent sips and slow sips because it's a very hot beverage. I find that a really good way to help me be more mindful of what I'm doing at that point in time. And I don't know why, but whenever I have a cup of tea, I just don't seem to have many thoughts. I feel like my mind is very clear, very calm, and I'm not really thinking about anything that was or anything that will be. I also like to keep a notepad in this corner, and I really like the idea of writing down 3 things that I'm grateful for every morning. I have to admit I don't always do this every single morning, but it's something I'm trying to do a lot more frequently now. And I like to be very specific with my gratitudes. So rather than being quite generic and saying I'm grateful for my friends or my family, it could be something like I'm grateful for being able to see the sunrise this morning and the beautiful pink and orange colours in the sky. Writing down your gratitudes is a great way to create a positive mindset and really be aware of all of the wonderful things that we have to be thankful for in life. Something else I like to do in the morning while having my cup of tea, or once I've finished my cup of tea, is to do a little bit of reading. So I might only get through around 10 or 20 pages, but I still think that's pretty good. And at the moment, I am almost finished Note to Self by Connor Franta. Can we just take a moment to talk about the fact that this book is absolutely brilliant? I really did not know what to expect when I picked this up off the bookshelf, and I'm so glad that I did. I cannot believe what he has been through, and his story is so inspiring. I absolutely love the images and the poetry inside of it, And I just think that these kind of books can really inspire the soul. So if you guys have read Conor France's book Note to Self, please comment down below. This is one that I am really thinking is making it to my absolutely all-time favorite section on my bookshelf. Okay, now it's time to finally peel myself up from the couch and make some breakfast. So usually this is around the time where Adam will wake up as well. I seem to wake up a little bit earlier than he does. And I like to, in my mindful mornings, make a bit more of a gourmet breakfast. I feel like cooking in the kitchen is a really good way for me to be mindful. It's a really nice activity and it even allows me to get creative as well. So I'm gonna make some buckwheat pancakes, and I think this is a little bit weird, but the way that I like to make them is I'll pop some coconut oil in the pan and then I'll just add some rice milk and buckwheat flour together. I actually didn't even put any eggs in this time. And then I'll put some peanut butter on top. And because the pancakes are really hot, the peanut butter starts to melt. It is so good and it's actually really healthy as well. So I just decided that this morning, rather than reaching for some cereal or fruit and yogurt, I was gonna make my breakfast and spend a little bit of extra time focusing on the sort of foods I want to fuel my body with. This is a really healthy recipe and it's also with 100% natural and organic peanut butter too. So no added bad stuff, no extra salt and all that sort of stuff either. So I think it's a really nice thing to do if you have some extra time in the morning. But again, if you're in a rush, you might just want to do this on the weekends. Then it's time to get dressed and get exercising. So I really like to allocate some time in the morning to do my exercise first thing, because I feel like if I don't do it right away in the mornings, it always gets put off and then I never really get around to doing it. So I like to either go to a yoga class in the morning or I'll go to the park if the weather permits. At the moment, it doesn't really seem to be working. Now, not only does yoga, of course, help you be more mindful, but I think that any kind of physical activity will help you to filter through all of the thoughts and actually be very present. So whether you like to go for a run or just do some exercises at home, get out the jump rope, whatever you like to do, getting physically active in the morning is a great way to be present, be mindful, and just tap into how your body is feeling that day. And now that I have done all of these different activities to cater to my mind, body, and soul, it is time to get working. And I typically don't start work that late because I do get up quite early. I think that getting up by 7 AM means I actually have quite a lot of time to do all the things that I want to do for myself and still get all of my work done. But again, like I mentioned, if you guys are limited for time and you've got to get to school or you've got to get to a lecture at university, you might want to just integrate a couple of these different things into your morning routine, whether it's having a cup of tea or waking up 5 or 10 minutes earlier and doing some deep breathing. I think all of these things can really help, and if you have some extra time in the mornings on the weekends, you can do a lot more of them as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of these tips. If you did, thumbs up. Make sure you also subscribe if you're new to my channel. And I'll also leave some clickable cards up over there to check out some previous videos. And you can check out last week's video by clicking the thumbnail over here. Hope you guys have a very happy and productive week, and I will see you next week. Bye!